my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. That energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate, bitch, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche.
Not much. Chill.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello?
Yeah,
What is that talking?
I don't know.
Hold on 1 second, babe. Don't say nothing.
Yeah, you need to mute, Jenna. Hello.
No,
Oh,
she
shit.
hasn't.
Mute Jenna. There she goes.
I muted her. Hello, everybody. Hello. We come on live. She got a phone call, y'all.
Hello.
I'll be back, y'all. I got a phone call. I'm gonna stay up here with y'all though.
All right.
I mute her as again. Get out of here. Hey, Wyatt Chaka. Welcome in, everybody. How's everybody doing this wonderful, wonderful night?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm here. Look at her. She gonna have a moment on here. What's up with Jenna and having moments with that mic, man? She got hot mic moments constantly. My goodness, girl. How was your weekend?
All right. It went by fast.
I know. Well, mine sort of did, but sort of didn't, you know? Went by fast, but kind of slow too. Ooh, 15. No, LTT, are you sure that's right? 15 months? We've been over here for 15 months?
We got a new soundbite for everybody.
Yeah, we do. You're in Alabama. All right. Hey, PJ. Yeah, because, old Benny Keys is back, y'all. He's back.
Mm-hmm.
And he got a nice little golden nugget. And I'll say this. He knows Miss Jenna. That's what he calls her, Miss Jenna.
Yep.
Right? Hey, Chaos Queen. It has to be right. I know LTD, but I'm glad you got something else to keep track because I can't. I would tell you it's been like 3 or 4 months probably. My timelines are always split.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Well, I'm telling you, I lose track of time all the time. All right, you ready for it? You ready for it?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I have only one band guest, and it's Purple Phoenix, whoever that is.
Sorry. That was hilarious. I'm glad you caught that. I'm glad that was caught. What? Mm, it was
I,
interesting watching.
I
Oh,
died laughing when I heard him say that.
he said hi, Miss Jenna earlier. So, so she was, and and I was listening to PG the other. What was it last night?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
it was last night. I forgot to tell you because you had to jump. You got a call. I had to jump off. I started listening to her on my own, right? Just because just wanted to hear the new stuff going on.
Uh-huh.
Do you know? Do you know Jenna got an honorable mention over there?
Deb?
Hmm. Yeah, and she got an honorable mention over there. And I was like, oh Lord, taking it back a few years with Ziggy. I said, oh my goodness. I said, oh, have mercy. But I still like that little nugget of Benny.
Jenna, you're good.
Yeah, Titi, I thought that was a good one. I thought it was. I, I thought it was funny.
Now, what was her honorable mention?
Oh, well, okay. The way PG said it was really disgusting, so I'm not going to say what she said. But it was all about the issue with Ziggy's daughter and Jenna's daughter.
Why?
Yeah,
Why should you bring that up?
I, her and Ziggy are going at it.
Uh-huh.
I guess Per Garden, I think, is in a battle with everyone because she goes out with what is she called? Daisy. What does she call her? I don't
Uh-huh.
know. She goes back and forth with people. So
I love it
I
when she says turd pop something.
yeah, turn pop sucker.
Uh-huh.
She said that again. Yeah, she was saying that again last night too. I said, "Oh Lord, going on her way about being a Christian," and, and then said
Oh
that
my
stuff.
gosh. Now that was an interesting conversation to listen to.
It
Because
really is.
she's talking about the Lord and then drops the F bombs. Like, oh my gosh.
Well, I don't know. She was justifying it last night. She was defending herself at it. Yeah, well, it was entertaining. I was like, oh my goodness,
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, how you arguing back and forth like that? And Ziggy was going hardcore,
Were
saying
they
all
both
kinds of
live at the
stuff.
same time?
I don't know. I just know she was. I don't know if she was. It sounded like that it was, and she was listening to her on another device or something, maybe because she would comment like she was replying to something,
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
you know. So I was
That's what
like,
I
I think,
thought.
yeah, it continued like that. So I don't know if they were live at the same time or if she was just listening to a previous live. I don't know. You know, I just said, oh my goodness, what the heck, y'all crazy. It's too much sometimes.
Mm-hmm. But I'm there for it.
Well, just a little bit of chaos and craziness somewhere else,
Yep.
It's like, oh, okay, this is fresh meat for us, Mhm. Lots of dysfunction somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And it is kind of like it's all the same, just different names. Situations are the same, but the names have changed to protect the
Right.
not so innocent.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tat Jack, how you doing?
Hey, Tat Jack.
Y'all, I would like to, you know, kind of put it out there. If y'all could keep your thoughts and prayers, keep Jane's addiction in your thoughts and prayers, please. I'm not going to go tell her business or anything, but just her and her family could use some prayers and some positive thoughts right now.
Mhm.
Hey, Carrie. What's up? What was that?
What was what?
Was that your house or my house?
That was a dog at your house.
No, I know the dog. I'm talking about the voice.
I
Maple,
hear a
are you
voice.
talking now? Maple Jane out there talking now.
I did not hear a voice because I'm here by myself. And yeah,
Okay, it's my house. It's the kiddos when they're talking, I guess.
yeah.
Probably. Oh, guess what, y'all? I'll take
What?
a moment to brag on my kiddo here. My, 16-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
He had cross country meet that did on
Oh,
Saturday. He got a nice little medal.
I bet he did.
I'm like, you go, buddy. And it's like, I gotta
Mhm.
increase my time by this much so that I can qualify for the district and so like, you can do it. I
Awesome.
know. So, it was good. I was proud of him. I was like, oh, look at you go, buddy. Of course, you and your legs.
Them legs are going places, I'll tell you.
He'd be going places on those legs. He's calling daddy long legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're getting muscular too. I'm telling you, like, oh, okay.
He's gonna do exactly what his brother did. Those
Yeah.
last couple of years of high school, he turned into Incredible Hulk.
Well, I don't know if he was. He's not real big and bulky.
But he could be.
He's gonna be real lean. He's gonna be like my oldest, lean, mean fighting machine.
Yeah.
Maybe not fighting. I really don't want him to do that, but I wish he would do weightlifting. But he's like, I can't do that. He's comparing himself to his older brother. I'm like, but they have your classification. Of course, you wouldn't be out there, 1,500 pounds, like doing this shit.
Right.
You'd be, bench pressing a little bit lower because he's not his weight class would be different for sure.
Right.
Unless he bulks up a lot like that, then he would be increased too. I mean, I'm not doing, look, I'm not going to do no powerlifting, okay?
No, thank you.
I'm just saying. It's enough for me to lift my ass up off of the chair every day, okay? If I could do that without, I
Mhm.
might think about it, but, I was like, uh-oh. Nope, I don't think so. I do enough lifting and stuff. I'm not doing all that. Intentionally sit down at with weights and,
Right.
but I'll encourage others to do it.
Mhm.
You back now? I had to mute you, Jenna.
Okay, no, you're fine. I'm glad you muted me because I thought I muted myself.
Oh Lord, here we go. She's doing it again.
Hey, you got some good ears now, don't you? You want to mute me? But you didn't mute me when I was pooping on that toilet commode that day.
I've had too many hot mic moments with you. I'm not doing it again. Okay, so I've got the ability to mute. Let me make
She
sure I do
on high alert.
Thank you, thank you.
that.
Hey, everybody coming in.
Oh, Kira, you've been ready for homecoming, man. 6 hours of shopping. Oh, the 3 dress. Ooh, that's not bad though. You got 3 different dresses in 6 hours.
Wow.
That is really good. That is good. Let me tell you what happened with my oldest when we went shopping for a dress. Well, not my oldest, my oldest daughter, I should say, my second one. We had to go shopping for a homecoming dress for her. Yo,
Mhm.
if she ever gets married, I think what I want to just wait and tell her, you go pick out the dress, and when you finally find one, give me a call. Because when I tell you, it's not like she didn't wear dresses. I mean, she went to all the different dances and all this stuff, But it actually wasn't homecoming. It was senior prom.
Yeah.
Senior prom. All the other prom, for some reason, senior prom was murderous for us to try and get a freaking dress. And I don't know why. I was like, look, not your first rodeo, but like all these dresses she found, she tried on so many. We ended up going all these different stores, just nothing. We ended up at the bridal shop. That's where we ended up getting a freaking dress for, And she kept, nope. And she had some, she looks good in everything she puts on, but yeah, she just wouldn't like them. So finally, the lady, she looks and she says, you know what? I've got something special in the back I'm going to go pull out. It was not on the floor at all. Anyway. Finally, she comes out with the dress. But it took that. She put it on, and she looked really good in it. She looked beautiful. But I said, if this is what it's going to be like when you get married, I'm out.
Sorry about that. I had too many tabs open. I was closing them, and I closed the wrong one.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, you did that last year for prom. I'm telling you, I did it on her senior prom. Look, I'm just going to tell you, for me, it was horrible. I mean, I'll do it again if I have to, but I'd rather not. I mean, it was just because it was hard to see her look really, really good in the dresses, but she just wasn't happy with them, and I don't
You say
know.
hello to
I'm
Kelly.
glad. Hey, Kelly. Whoa, Kelly's in here.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah. I think the bridal places are the place to go, apparently, for certain situations. It was just frustrating because we never had that much of a problem finding a dress for her for any of the other stuff. But senior prom.
Oh, hush it.
Go figure. And you know who I talked to last night?
Sorry, I had to mute because of the doggy.
There's a bag.
Wait a minute.
It's all right. It's fine because I'll talk to myself just like I do all day. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, Carrie. 50 dresses. I'm telling you. Dillard's. Yeah. You know what? We got some on Dillard's too. Some really cute Dillard clearance dresses. We might still have some in there. Or she might. I don't know. She may have got rid of them. Yeah, Dillard's didn't cut it for her. She found nothing there. She found Macy's. We even tried freaking Macy's. She found nothing. Oh, Lord. Glad it's over though. Whew. And the boys are easy. My oldest, he didn't even want to go to prom. He didn't really like going to the dances or anything, and I made him go to a senior prom. And I told him, I said, no. I said, I'll get you your tuxedo. I got him a really nice tux with tail, everything. Like, he was looking sharp, And I said, I want you to have the experience. I don't care if you go and stay for 30 minutes and you leave. I want you to have the experience. I don't ever want you to look back and say, I wish I would have at least gone, And so to this day, he's 32 and all. To this day, he still tells me I could have still gone and I wouldn't have missed a thing. One of these days, I'm hoping he'll look at me and say, "Hey, well, thanks for letting making me go for a little while," Hey, Dree.
Hey, Dree.
But my other kids, they loved it. They weren't that difficult. Shoot, my 20-year-old, he wore to the junior prom. He wore a pink suit, and the senior prom, he wore a red suit, a burgundy color. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Oh, Carrie, but wait, if she goes to college and she goes to dances there, oh, my goodness. Go to the universities, they have their dances and stuff. You dress shopping for a while. Yeah, I said, my youngest one, she's the youngest daughter of the twins, she's 9. And she's already, oh my goodness. I just hope that by the time she has to get dresses for prom and shit, I hope she stops destroying her clothes. You know what I mean? Because she'll have a really pretty dress and she'll wear it to school and she'll come home, she's got this gunk stuff on her. I don't even know what it is. I'm like, is that a cross? It's like a cross between super glue, Play-Doh, and gum. I don't know what it is. I don't know how she does it. How do you draw on your, I don't know. I just hope by the time she gets to prom, junior, senior prom, she's not doing that anymore. Because that'd be sad for her to come home from prom with, marker on her dress and stuff. Hopefully not. Jenna, what's Charlie Girl got going on over there?
I have no idea what
My
she got.
child just came in the door. You know how they are when they first come in, they got to talk to you.
You haven't put a stop to that? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Totally kidding. Hey, Kaleidoscope of Happiness, how are you?
Oh, who's that? I've never seen them before.
Well, it's
Oh,
gotta be
I've seen him
somebody
before.
they a mod, so it's gotta be somebody we know.
Yeah. Your daughter didn't go to prom? Mm.
I think it's Echo. It's Echo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know. Oh, you know what? Well, I wasn't trying to say that.
She already,
Jenna, you're
she
so
already,
good about having people coming in here incognito.
Look,
I tell you
but
what.
that's okay, because look, she done
Okay,
little
okay.
stuff.
Well, that's fine. Let her dox her own
you
self
know
out
what,
there.
Echo? They told me the first time about telling you, hey, instead of saying that name, I said, hey, Echo. They said I doxed you.
I'm still saying it now. I'm saying it now too. And I'm just kidding. Yeah, I saw those. Oh, Echo, she's just so cute. Oh my gosh, going to pre-K already. I can't believe it.
Yes.
I can't believe that time is going by so fast, Mm-mm. I don't know. I mean, we had my granddaughter's birthday party this weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and she turned 4 on the night, so we had her
Mm-hmm.
party on Saturday. And oh my gosh, come walking in, yeah, she comes out and the bag with the gift, and Mama had set the presents over and said, "Okay, let's leave these for later." Well, one, you're not going to tell a new 4-year-old, right, newly 4, that she can't open her presents, and 2, you're not going to tell her she can't open her presents. She
Right.
waited until Mama went outside, setting up stuff outside, and she came over there and she was just kind of like pulling at all the tissue paper. And then next thing you know, it comes out with another piece, and I mean, she was slow at it, like she was trying to be sly or something. I don't know, like,
Uh-huh.
and she's just smiling, and she takes it out, and she's oh, and yeah, so she got it, and Mama came in, and I was like, I don't know, she did it. We were busy laughing because she was just being real nonchalant about it, like,
Uh-huh.
Mama's not here. I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
That sounds like somebody else. She been picking up on somebody else's tricks.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna
Her
do it regardless.
aunt.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and do this anyways.
Uh-huh.
Tonight, her aunt's over there, right? She says, I said, okay, well, what are you doing? And she said something. I said, well, you need to be getting ready for bed. You're not ready for bed yet. She goes, well, I need to take a shower. I said, okay. Well, I'm taking a shower. Like
Yeah.
I once said, no, you can't shower. I wanted to. After that, the way she was sassy, I wanted to say, you know what? I don't care. You can be dirty and stinky, go to school. But I didn't. But part of me was just like, yeah, fine. Don't take a shower. I don't know. What do you want me to tell you? I mean, better than a kid saying, I'm not showering. I'm fine. I showered last week. Excuse me. Go shower. I'm taking a shower. Okay. I don't know. Is that
I
I'm
know.
not sure how that's an issue. Like
Probably knew you were going to tell her to do that anyway, so she was making it seem like it was her idea.
I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm taking a shower. Oh, okay. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad. Oh yeah, totally different from starting school. Yeah,
I just saw your thumbnail. I love it. Except
that
the
little
part of what's in the
the ribbit.
cauldron.
I know the ribbit has. Oh no, I thought of you as soon as I saw that. So I gotta get a picture of this. Pops up. Yeah. I know. Look, you got to be careful, Echo. When they start school, they can pick up all kinds of habits from other kids. Yeah, I tell you. Hopefully they're good, not bad ones. But oh, see, she's getting independent. Look at her. She's like, I don't need your help. I can do it myself. They grow up too fast, I think. Look, she'll be able to do it herself until it's something she doesn't want to do. And then she'll play the card. Probably. Maybe. Then she'll play the card. I can't do that. I don't know how. My daughter does that. She's like, I don't know how to do it. You know what I tell her? Oh, Lord forgive me. I do. I tell her, just pretend it's something you're not supposed to be getting into, and I know you got it. She's like, Mom, I'm telling you the truth. Just act like it's something I told you not to do, and you'll have it figured out in no time. That's how she is. Tricks of the trade. She's learned them well.
Yep.
Actually, I think she was born knowing most of that stuff. I did.
Most females are.
Yeah, she's
It's
real.
in the DNA.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they were. Well, now maybe they just weren't tired. Echo, maybe they were. I can't believe the little girl got in trouble for talking. Sounds like they need to get together with my little girl. Look,
Mm-hmm.
she gets in a lot of trouble for that. She doesn't understand the concept when you say, okay, just stop talking. Stop. She cannot. She will not.
Mm-mm.
It's like, green light, go. I know she drives the teacher
You
crazy with
tell
that.
her to stop talking. She got to explain to you why she needs to keep talking.
And yeah, you've heard her. You know how she
Oh
is.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's
She
like,
would argue paint off the wall.
I'm telling you. Oh, she would argue lead paint away where lead wouldn't even be poisonous anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't worry about it. It's fine.
It would. The lead would give up.
Yeah, I forget it. I concur. Oh no, she had to stand in the corner. Oh shit! Don't tell her mama.
Oh gosh.
Did you tell her mama?
That's the more important question.
I know. Did you tell her? That's where you're tied, as you know, like
I don't even say that because we know what you would not do. You would
exactly.
not
You're like,
tell her mama.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, like you probably should say
Look, she said
something.
no.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I mean, it's the yaya grandma, whatever whatever they call you. It's the code. It's the
Mm-hmm.
code. Oh, she would spank her. Oh, yeah. See, that's why. Yeah, it was just a little offense. She probably just chatting away. It's okay. She's gonna need to know how to speak to people. That's what
Right?
I'd say.
Don't stifle her.
Yeah, keep it for now. That's right. Okay. It's the code, man. So you handled it. I handled it, and it's okay. Oh my gosh. Maple, I don't know what the heck has been out there lately.
She just wants to be on the live.
I don't know. She wants to be seen and heard, at least
Uh-huh.
heard.
Right?
Oh my goodness. Maple, stop. Oh my goodness. And what is Jenna doing down there? She doesn't have her mute button on, but I can't hear her do anything.
I don't know. She probably laid the
Oh,
phone
see,
down and went back in the house.
probably. Oh, that might be what she did. Yeah, see, she did. She told you about it and
She
everything.
trusts you.
Exactly. You break that trust, she's gonna be the betrayal will be too much for her. It'll crush her.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do it. Yeah, I can't do it. Like, My granddaughter knows she can do certain things, and it's okay. It's Yaya. She's got my back.
Mm-hmm. And you say, yes, ma'am, I do.
Yes, ma'am. But she ain't getting in a whole lot of trouble for stuff, like she's not. She's a wild child. She's, very, very smart. She's doing all kinds of stuff, and Mama's just like she's very understanding.
Yeah.
I said, you know, they need to. One of my daughter's siblings said they need to get her under control. I said she's two.
Oh my gosh.
She's three.
Is
Leave
it a
her alone.
sibling that has kids?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, there you go. Just wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh Lord have mercy. Well, no, I think she made a comment about it too, but I mean, it's because she's hyper. She's
Yeah.
very active. You know how she is. She's just all over, like,
Mhm.
uh-oh. But she's getting older now, so she's not. And, when they're 2 and 3 years old, you can't rein them in really. I mean, you
Right.
tell them right from wrong or whatever. Yeah, I get it. You discipline them and stuff, but you have to expect certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, there you go. That's true. And they're gonna get. They're not gonna be perfect in school. They're not going to be perfect, especially at that young age. They're gonna if they're not getting called down for something and corrected, then there's
They're not human.
yeah, there's something wrong with it. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Right here go. She get mad at her mama and say, "I'm gonna come live with yeah, that's right. I'm gonna come live with you." That's how you know that's right. That's how it should be. They should, you want that, Say,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to, yeah, all right, I'm gonna go to Papa and Yaya's. Go to Papa and Yaya's. Bet you do. And my daughter says, "Yeah, I bet she does." She get away with everything. She don't get away with everything, but she does get to do, a
Pretty much.
certain amount of stuff. Yeah, pretty much. Like, can't get upset with her. It's not anything that, like, she's drawn on my walls. She's drawn on
Mm-hmm.
my cabinet. She's drew on the little table in the office one time. I don't even know where she got the marker for that. It came right off. It's not a big deal. And, I
She
just
was
said,
just being
like,
artistic.
she was, like, she drew on the wall. Well, it's definitely not the first time a child in our house is drawn on a wall.
Right?
I mean, her
Exactly.
aunt did it, and her aunt did it and put her name up there. Oh, I wonder who wrote that with your signature. I wonder who did that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just waiting to see because one of my favorite ones was when one of the kiddos had signed something at school and they signed my name, and
Mm-hmm.
they just put MOM.
No, they did not. Are you serious?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, I wonder why the teacher thought this was sus. I don't know why. And it wasn't anything like, it wasn't like a detention. It wasn't anything that it was just because they forgot to bring it home and
Yeah.
have it signed. And it wasn't a big, it wasn't a disciplinary action. It wasn't anything like horrendous or anything, but the fact that they did have to have a nice little chat about how you don't forge your parents' signature, because I'm sure that would be the next thing, But
Mm-hmm.
it's like, you don't think the teacher suspected anything, huh? Like I sign all the papers for school,
Right.
MOM,
Uh-huh.
and with your, looking like you wrote it. How
Right.
clever of you to do that. Hey, passed.
They passed.
Yeah, Echo. Yeah, I know. Mine's the same way. My granddaughter, she got that's my girl right there. That's my girl right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's my girl. Yeah. What I say, she's Yaya's girl. Papa's got the boys, I got the girls. That's just
Right.
how. Of course, her little brother, he sits there and he's like looking at me and his eyes cut out and he's just smiling, acting like he's all shy. You know, like, oh, yeah, yeah, you know, and then he comes over to me and pats me to pick him up.
Aw.
He just, the huggy snuggles, he's just a little lover, he's a little love bug.
Aw.
And she got a little side-by-side car, you know, they,
Mm-hmm.
like the Jeeps
Yeah.
and the cars and stuff, you know, you drive around. She took
Mm-hmm.
off in that, and he had to be sitting right there next to her. And riding around like they was something else, you know. And she's all over the place. She drove that thing like she does life, all wild and crazy.
Aw.
I mean, y'all better watch out. If you're in her way, she might just be like, "Oh, sorry, I ran over your foot," but you wouldn't move.
Mm-mm.
Oh, really, Echo? See, that's cool. Yeah, I know my granddaughter. She spent a lot of time with us too. They spend
Yeah.
a lot of weekends with us. Yeah, and not every weekend though, because mom and dad have her a lot, you know. But they
Yeah.
definitely they go out and do things and they come over and they
But
usually spend at least 2 nights.
when they go somewhere, she insists that she comes to your house and not the other grandmother.
She did last time, yes. She
Mm-hmm.
heard mom and dad discussing it and they were going to take them they were going somewhere for the weekend and they were gonna have them stay at the other grandparents and she overheard it and she said, "No, I wanna go to Papa and Yaya's." Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So you know. You know where she went. You know where
She
they came
now
to. They
knows, right? She now has a choice.
Yeah, that's her mama's fault. That's her mama's
That's
fault.
okay.
Her
I
mom
would
like,
much
yeah, that's
rather mine be where they are happy because I know that, you know, that I don't have anything to worry about. Not that they would have
yeah,
anything to worry about going to the other grandparents. I'm just saying, you know, if, and I always told my kids, if you get somewhere and you know, what they would do is they would go with the intention of spending the night, but then when it would get time to go to bed, they'd want to come home. And they would call me and I would go get them every time. I would tell them, do not hesitate to call me because I would much rather you call me than you be scared, miserable, whatever, you know.
yeah.
So many nights, me and my jammies and the dog would go get them.
See, Charlie girl, it's difference between you and I.
Well, you got too many to do that with.
I would just, I just turn my phone off and say, "Oh, sorry." No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, you know, ours they usually do fine spending the night with people at their
Yeah.
friends' house, but we only have a select few. I'm very particular about it. You know,
Right.
I'm
Right.
not real trusting with my kids being
Mm-hmm.
at other people's houses that I don't really
Yeah.
know.
And mine wouldn't
You know,
either. You know, they would go to family or
like it's got to be somebody that I really I can trust. You know,
yeah.
and they've got to know that you know, the whole thing. You have to raise your kids a certain way and
Mm-hmm.
teach them right from wrong and all that kind of stuff. Hey, primary mom.
Hey, primary mom.
So yeah, that was the weekend. That, you know, the highlight of my weekend was that,
Right.
and then cleaning up craft room. Got a lot of stuff. trying to redo that sucker.
Oh,
Oh my
you and
goodness.
Purple did the same thing.
Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
No. Look. I did mine yesterday. Did she do hers yesterday? I don't know.
No,
I don't.
today. She did hers
Oh,
today.
whatever. Yeah. Well, yeah. You know, I'm still in the process of cleaning. You know, reorganizing, redistributing, kind of thinking of how to redo some stuff in there. But I got my stations, and I'm thinking, do I really need all this? I'm really trying to lighten the load, but I know as soon as I get rid of it, I'll be like, oh, I really could have used that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh, see, your mom was the only one who got. Yeah. It's hard to find people to watch your kids. You know, you can trust watching them. But hopefully your mama can. Not just my mom and my kids. She'd watch my kids. What is she fussing about? Girl, you need to go get her.
You know what?
You need to go get her and tell her to stop it. Just calm down, make them calm down. She had her voice in her voice, and she voice in her opinion.
Does she bark like that when you're not outside?
Yeah. It just seems worse when I'm out here, probably because I'm right here, and I don't understand.
Where did her go?
I don't know. She dropped off. She ain't got time for us.
Oh my god.
She out of here. She out of here, man. She gone.
More links.
No, man. She gone. She's out. I'm out. She over there. She ain't even saying nothing. She dealing with something. I don't know. She's doing something. I do have my Sister Wives book I need to pick up and read some more of. Just haven't had time with everything else.
You said Christine wrote that?
Huh?
Christine wrote that?
Yeah. Christine Emily. She wrote it and put it out there. Yeah. So I gotta pick up on reading that. Because there's people out there covering it and they're talking about the chapters. I'm like, I can't watch that because I haven't read it yet. So
Right.
nope. I need to pick it up and read. It's a quick read though. It's not,
Yeah. Are you learning anything that you didn't know?
Not really.
Yeah.
Except, well, one thing, that's the wedding night. That was so sad to her. That was sad. Everything else, though, is pretty much out there so far.
Yeah.
But that is a show that I watched when it first came out. I've watched it since the beginning.
Yeah, me too.
It always amazes me,
I've stopped watching it though. I think since Garrison wasn't it Garrison who passed?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't watched it since then. Not for that reason. I lost interest, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. Robin just, she a piece of work over there, I tell you. But apparently, I can't wait. I wish the whole thing about the court situation would. I want to know more about it.
Yeah.
Because what I found out, whether it's true or not, it didn't paint a very good picture for Cody and Robin. Supposedly, Robin was siphoning money.
Yeah. She got sticky fingers.
Her doll collection. She got some stuff. But, You reading the book, LTT? You reading it? I know she was covering it too. She was reading it and covering it. There's a couple other ones out there I watched that cover it too. And I haven't seen what's in the channel Without a Crystal Ball. I haven't seen her lately. I'm going to see if I can. She just hasn't popped up on my feed. I don't know.
I've never watched her. I mean, I don't even know who she is.
She's one of covers the Sister Wives. She ended up in a whole lot of hot water because she ended up in court and stuff, man. I don't know what that was all about. I thought, oh Lord have mercy. court cases here and there. Like, oh my goodness. It was the Bullhorn Betty of the Sister Wives community. You know what I mean?
Uh-oh.
I mean, I'm not saying she was like, but I'm saying the court and stuff, you know. Like
Yeah.
Bullhorn Betty and Queen Bee was in court and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't got nothing better to do with your time than to go to court with someone. On this kind, I don't even know what. I don't know. I mean, that's a lot of oh my goodness, I don't know. I guess if I did nothing but go on YouTube every day,
Right.
I
That's
guess
their
it
job.
would be a different. Yeah, I guess it'd be a different situation, you know. And no offense, you know. I mean, YouTube is good and all, but I mean, to go on daily, like we did that for a little stretch. Remember, we were popping on like daily.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. You know, I don't have the energy for it.
Nope.
Not like that. But again, if I didn't work, you know, a full-time job, then
I
I
was
could
gonna
do
say
it.
you have a real life, so you know it's kind of hard to do
Yeah,
that every day.
yeah. I just don't know. More power to people who do have that, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, good for you, good for you, because I just can't.
Yeah, and I wasn't
I
trying to
don't
say people that didn't have a real life. I'm just saying that's
know. Yeah,
how you feel.
yeah. I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Man. I
Yeah.
mean, it just, ooh, may not be. I mean, if you could get it to equal, you know, payments that you need to have coming in. You know, like
Mhm.
you're gonna work, you need to get you paid for it. You know,
Right.
and, you're like, and some people are very successful with it. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, you know, some TikTokers are really good with it too. You know, some of those social media platforms have done really well for. You know, they've made it really well, work out really well for them. Whoa, I can't even say what I got about blah blah.
Dee.
Bee. Yeah, but they've done really well, you know, and they're making good money.
Right.
Good money. Um, and I'm not, like I said, any money that comes in, man, it's cool, right? Like, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But to make that your full time, it would have to be really kick ass pay, you know,
Yeah,
in my
and
mind. You
I've
know?
I've never worked a job that I didn't have a guaranteed amount coming in every week, every 2 weeks, whatever. Because
Yeah,
I would just be so nerved up that I wasn't gonna, be able to pay my bills because you don't know how much you're bringing in. So
yeah, yeah.
that
And
would
the
not
other
be.
scary part, the other scary part is it can be gone, boom, just like that.
Yeah,
And when
that's
they take your
right.
channel, and take your monetization, you don't get paid for that. Whatever it
Right.
was that you earned up until that point, you don't get paid for it for that. However, for that month, however far into it you are.
Hmm.
So that's just a complete loss, you know. And it's like,
Hmm.
mm, that's a hard one right there. To me, that's hard. Like I wouldn't want to work for 3 weeks and not get paid for it.
Right.
You know, that's just me. You know. Ooh. I'll go ahead and go where I gotta punch into a time clock.
Exactly.
You know, I'll be the Roseanne out there in the factory.
Hmm.
You know, clocking in, clocking out. But you know, I'm the ones that are really successful with it and have done really well. It's awesome. Of course, we've seen some of them big ones fall too.
Right.
But I know Ruby. I used to watch her back in the day.
Who's that?
Ruby, um,
Frank's.
past eight, yeah, the 8 passengers.
Yeah.
I watched her because I ended up watching her sister and her husband's channel. That's how I started, watching that sector over there. And yeah, and she's got, Ellie has siblings that do it, and one of her husband's brother.
Mhm.
We used to live in the same city,
Oh,
and
really?
I ran into his wife quite a few times. And I was like, "Hey, I know you," and I was like, "I'm sorry, I don't know you. I know you from YouTube." She's like, "Oh
Right.
my gosh, you follow us and blah 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 blah." So we had some really good conversations, and it was really cool because she'd run into me and she goes, "Hey, how you doing?" you know? Oh, that was so cool. I was like,
That is cool.
yeah, so like, look at that. We met a YouTuber. But yeah, they don't really YouTube now, so. And they moved, so that was sad. Moved out of state, so I don't run into her anymore.
Right.
Of course, we moved all the way out here, so I wouldn't run into her anyways.
Yeah.
And I know there was a time that Ellie and Jared were actually in town, and I was like, "Damn it, I never did see them. I would have loved to have run into them." Just to be like,
Mhm.
"Hey, I saw him."
Right.
And there's another channel too, Sam and Nia, or is it Nia
Mhm.
or Nia? Nia, right? I think it's Nia, Nia. But they used to live a town over. Now they live a few towns over.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was like, all right, but just the YouTube world, how it works.
There's a couple that I watch that they buy storage sheds
Uh huh.
or storage units and then you know, resell what they get.
Uh huh.
And they did a cross country type thing, and so then they would go live in each town that they stopped in. Well, they stopped in a neighboring town of where I am, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could have met them.
Right? Yeah, that would be cool. I was like, oh man, like I don't, man, that would have been awesome.
Hmm.
But it's not meant to be. It's just not meant to be.
Right.
It's all right. But like I said, it's cool when they can be successful with it and all that. I just
Hmm.
can't. Whew. So anything else going on out there on these YouTube streets or in your life? We talk about YouTube a lot, right? Well, this is YouTube. That's what we talk about.
Hmm. Oh,
Really, PJ?
wow.
Wow. He watched Clue. Is that the Clue that we know of, or is
Yeah, I
it a
think,
different channel? Cluminati. That's the same one, right?
yeah.
The one that's over in the sector, Clue and all that stuff. Is that who you're talking about? David for being arrested. So he was watching it. Were they covering it? Oh, I bet they were talking about that case, and he was in there watching it, wasn't he? Oh my
Wow.
gosh, sicko. Mm. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Man, they're sitting there watching. See, I always think about that because you don't know who. Like, don't ever think about this. This is really weird. I know. But like, I'm driving down the road. You don't know who it is in the car that's passing you, riding behind you, riding in front of you. What's going
Right.
on in their life? Who are they? What have they done? We don't know. You never know who it is you're running across in your path.
Mhm.
Mm. That's crazy. On these YouTube streets, you're sitting in a chat with someone chatting away. You Ryan Goldberg. Oh my god. I mean, oh, that's kind of. Man, he was watching Clues Channel. Of all the things. Makes you wonder, how long was he out there watching these channels and shit before he did what he did?
Mm-hmm.
And I still can't help but wonder on that case. That's the first time he ever did anything like that.
Right.
And I'm sorry to say it like this, but he was that successful first time around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, you went four individuals that you did that to first time
Yeah.
around. I don't know. I have to wonder. I mean, a lot of questions with that case. Like, I mean, there's not even like a quote unquote dry run. Like, how do you rehearse for something like that? How do you prepare for something like that?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why I can't help but wonder, are you sure this is the first time? Like, yeah, I know problem, Marie, Mom. That's my thing too, is was he really alone? I just have a really hard time. Like, the timeline, and I think that's why so many people were really fixated on that timeline. Because that's always been my question, is how did you do that so quickly in such a short amount of time?
And not leave one fingerprint.
Yeah, or a strand of hair. I mean, the sheath got left behind,
Did it have his
which,
DNA on it?
yeah, it did. It did. On a little snap clasp part.
Mm.
Little, there was just enough in there. But, you know, depending on what report you listen to, I guess, it was debatable. I don't know. You hear him say this, and then you hear him say something else, and it's like, whatever. I mean, he pled guilty, so it is what it is.
Right.
You had to take it for face value. But I still question, that timeline is just wonky. It took him a long time to kind of narrow it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he accomplished a lot in such a short amount of time. Like, one, okay, if it's your first go at it, I just don't see how you could have been that successful at it.
Well,
And I don't mean to sound, that sounds rude, but you know what I mean? Like, what the heck?
he killed 4 people. So what were
Yeah,
those other people doing when he killed the first one? I'm just saying, how could 4 people not have overpowered him?
I don't know. Like, that's, like I said, I just had a lot of questions with it, like, I don't, it's just, that case always, it's got me perplexed. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking one individual or even two, talking 4, 2 different locations, in the home. Like, and then you leave a survivor behind. So, I've heard, that being discussed of being, well, he was, a stickler about his timeline. And he knew he only had a certain amount of time before he had to get out of there. That makes sense, but still, if he was that quick doing the other 4, why would you leave a survivor behind?
Right.
I don't understand all that. It just, like I said, that's one that always will kind of perplex me and get my mind just to thinking, going, what in the world, Like, when I say he was successful, I don't mean it in a good way at all. Just, I don't know how he did that much damage
Yeah.
in that short amount of time. So, I don't know. Yeah. On 3 floors, exactly. I don't know. And then it really bothered me. Did it bother anybody else? Because it really bothered me that they tore the house down before court. I've never heard of them doing that before.
Oh, me either. That was unbelievable that they did that.
Yeah. I get that you wanted it gone because you wanted the reminder gone, but, it just, I don't know. You're like, well, they took
You
pictures and they had
destroyed
this and the other.
any evidence that there
Yeah.
would have been.
Yeah. And usually they'll keep it up so that, the jury has to go and
Exactly.
You know, just I was kind of surprised at that, which makes me wonder. Like it does me. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I think it was too. I just, huh, I guess it would be interesting. I don't know. Um, And then I don't know why the lies there were lies that were being told too, which I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand. Like, why would the one boyfriend say he'd never been to that town when they have pictures of him in that town with his truck, standing in front of his truck? And I mean, I'm sorry, but if your girlfriend lives in that town, do you really expect anybody to believe that you've never been there?
Right.
So why? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Why would you? That doesn't make. I don't know. It is what it is, but I don't know. I don't know. If he did do all that himself, then you know what? He is right where he should be. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you do all that crap. You go. I don't know. I just can't help but feel that there's more to that story. Either way you go, you know.
Right.
And I did hear that there was another case they were looking into something. I guess back on the East Coast, something that happened with somebody. And they were looking to see if he had connections with that.
Mm.
So yeah, I guess you know who knows. I don't know. I don't know. It's like it's weird that he was, you know, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. And he was going to go to trial, and then all of a sudden he just says, "Yeah, I did it." Huh.
Yeah.
What happened there? You know, I don't know. It's interesting. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. I can't see anybody pleading guilty if they did. You know,
Yeah,
I don't understand
it's
how you could do that.
yeah. I don't know. It's you know, there's this lady on TikTok that I watched, and last I saw her, she was then on a kick that he was not guilty. He was not guilty, and da 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 da. And there's all the reasons why, and this, that, and the other. And I don't know. I don't know who she thinks did it though. Yeah, exactly, from Marima. Yeah, see, I was kind of disappointed when it didn't go to trial. I have to say, I was. I was like, oh man, we'll never know it. We'll never know any of it now. I wanted more of the, you know, I really the how. How in the world did you pull that one off? I don't know. Maybe it's best if we don't know. And don't give anybody else any ideas out there. Probably somebody else just waiting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I didn't know he was in Illuminati's the day before he got arrested. That.
Right.
Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. Good God. And see, he did do that. Look, that's got that's scary too. Y'all, people need to be careful on these streets. I'm telling you. Look at that. Ryan Colberter was in your chat. Well, I mean, come on.
That's crazy.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that's true. It's easier on the families if they got the truth, though. You know what I mean? That's I don't know. As I would always be wondering, is there somebody else involved that needs to be held accountable as well?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I wouldn't want to have to go to court either. And I do say, bless these parents out there that go to court, man. I tell you what, I'll sit there and cry watching these mom and dads, you know,
Right.
and you know, they've got such a good heart, and they're sitting there offering, you know, they tell them, I forgive you, blah, 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 you know, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could be that good, you
Exactly.
know, because I don't know if I
Well,
could
that's
forgive
like
some.
Charlie's dad, or not Charlie, but the assassin um, who took Charlie's life, his dad was the one that turned him in. And I don't think that's something you'd ever get over having to do, you know.
I know. That's, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a hard one, but I mean, you know, yeah. Yeah, I know, Rainbow. Yeah, they don't get any answers now. Yeah, transcripts and yeah. Mm. Yeah, they need to put it all out there. I think they do. People want to, you know, or at least let the families. Hopefully, the families will have that. You know, like they'll give them. I mean, they don't. I guess owe us anything, you know. But at least
Right.
the families give them as much information as possible that you can if they want to know it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Archangel, how are you?
Hey, Archangel.
But hopefully, the families can obtain that information. Like I said, if they choose. I mean, some of them don't want it. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, they need closure. That's for everyone they do. They need to have that closure and that. I don't know. I just. Mm. That's what my heart goes to is the parents. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I do, yeah. This is gonna sound horrible, and you know what? I don't even care. But when I see, you know, when they show courtrooms on TV, and you got this person who's done this heinous crime, or they're in trouble because they just, you know, they're in trouble because they're in shackles and
Yeah.
jumpsuit, you know. But my heart always hurts because I just think of the family, and I just can't help it. I look at them and I just see a baby, you know, like that was somebody's baby, you know, and this is where you're at now. My heart hurts because it's like, how can you do this, you know?
Right.
I just think, you know, but I mean, I guess that's if they had a loving family, you know. I just think that
Mm-hmm.
was somebody's baby and used to coddle you and love on you, and now, you know, you're in trouble because you're doing this stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And I just think, man, what happened in your life? Where did it go so bad, you know? And that's no way taken away from what they've done and why they're there.
Right.
I understand. I understand that. I can understand. Okay, you're here in court because you know, it's what you're supposed to do, but it's just sad. Yeah, probably, Mom. That's true. Sick, dark world, I'm telling you. And you know what's sad, y'all? It just is so disturbing. Look, it is so disturbing to me seeing some of the stuff that I've been seeing lately. It really, I'm not trying to go all into it because emotionally I'm not in a good place with it at all. At all.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart that something so horrific can happen and anyone would think it was funny, that it was deserving anything. And I think that's really messed up. I absolutely do. I find it very disturbing. I find it very disturbing some of the things that I've heard, as far as, oh, well, you know what, Charlie Kirk, he was this and he was that. And I actually had someone say to me, oh, well, he doesn't even think empathy should exist. I said, excuse me? Oh, he said it. And I just looked at him and I said, did you hear the whole comment that he made? Or, you know what they did do after he made the comment? They actually printed it in writing so you could read it if you didn't want to listen, right? Did you look into the whole thing in its entirety? Or did you just hear, or someone just tell you he thought empathy shouldn't exist? Is that what happened there, right? So you don't look into it and see the entirety of the comment. You take one little thing, you run with it, and now all of a sudden he's this horrible person because he said empathy shouldn't exist. That's not at all what we said, but okay, you run with that. Then you follow it up with, oh yeah, he deserved it, he had it coming, he asked for it. I have heard people sit there and say, well, with the political climate like it is, he shouldn't be saying anything. I'm sorry, if you want to voice your opinion on things, you have every right to do that. And he was absolutely right when he sat there and he told everyone, when you go into silence and you don't say anything and you don't speak up, that is when you create problems. That is most certainly true. And for you to sit there, for anyone to sit there and say that he should have been silent because of the political climate that's going on, I'm sorry. Are you telling other people that as well? Or just somebody that you didn't agree with? Because if you're going to tell one side to sit down and shut up and be quiet, then you better make daggone well sure that you're telling the other side the same thing. That doesn't work that way. You don't get one side sitting there boo-hoo crying about whatever they want, and the other side can't boo-hoo cry about what they want to cry about. And say what they say and how they feel about it and their opinions, right? I mean, that's the whole point. But because you can't handle it, because somebody doesn't believe what you believe, and the thing that really bothers me is that people are out here thinking because somebody doesn't agree with you that all of a sudden they're full of hate and they hate you. You do understand. And y'all see, this is why I say I shouldn't be talking about each other, girl. You understand that people can disagree with you, but they can still love you. I mean, if people don't understand that, we're in a really bad situation here. Because if you think for 1 second that every single step that we've made in our lives, our parents agreed with, you're sadly mistaken. But guess what? Our parents still loved us, right? You think I agree with everything that my kids do? No, but I still love them. You know that it's possible for people to say, I don't agree with this. You know what? But I still love you. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. Yeah, I know. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Primary Mom. There's all kinds of stuff out there. And they want to hear what they want to hear, not what we said. Oh yeah, see, I couldn't do it. I don't know. I'd be horrified to know that my kid had done something like that, gal. I've been so sad. Just heartbroken. You know, you get tired of people acting like you just sit down and shut up and not say anything. What the heck? Are you serious? Oh, and look, and what do they say? This is the thing. So what, y'all, you're hearing this stuff, and it's like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. What are you saying? You sit there and you say you shouldn't. There's consequences for your freedom of speech, right? But then people are glorifying as an assassination in real time that his wife and children had to witness. And I've heard people say, well, he brought it on himself. Excuse me? Well, what? Oh, okay. And the fact that his daughter ran to him because she was scared, and a baby, and nobody even has sympathy for that. There's no sympathy, empathy, or anything, right? Nothing for a child who will be permanently scarred from this. And we're going to sit and just act like it's okay. I've heard people say, oh, I didn't even know the guy. I'm sorry. In my world, for me, I don't have to know somebody to know that if I saw an assassination happen, that it's wrong.
Right.
On all levels, it's wrong. Taking anyone's life is wrong. I don't
Right.
sit there and laugh when somebody passes away. I don't think it's just funny. When you're viciously murdered, I don't think it's funny. I just don't. I don't have to know them personally. God, you know what? I didn't know JFK either when he was shot and killed. I wasn't even alive, but it still, makes me sad. Like, oh my gosh, that's wrong. I mean, come on. What in the world have we gotten into that we can sit and laugh about somebody's life being taken?
Right.
And you want to be upset because you lost your job because of your freedom of speech. You didn't lose your freedom of speech, but you sure took someone else's away.
Yep.
So you want to be butthurt because you lost your job. because you were saying things. You know what? Employers have every right to say, you know what? You're not our type. We just don't want you around here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of states are free, right to work states, which means they can fire you at any point in time for any reason. Are you upset about losing your job, but you thought it was funny because somebody lost their life over their freedom of speech, but your freedom of speech, you lost your job. Really? Huh. Yeah, primary mom. There is no human decency anymore. There isn't, and yeah. So I said I should be talking about it because I get irritated. I get very irritated with it. Just the stuff that I've been seeing, and I'm like, oh my god, like I can't even get on TikTok at this point because of all the bull crap. I'm like, I was horrified when I first saw it. I was like, is this real? This has got to be what? No, this shit was legit. Are you kidding me? I don't get it. I don't get where people are going with it, and I just don't. And it is, to me, it's just really sad. It's very, really sad. Very disappointing. Just when you think, okay, you've seen it all. It can't get any worse. We're already in a bad situation, right? This, right? Then this happens, and it's like, wow. I don't have to know something to know that something's wrong.
Exactly.
Mm-mm. At 31 years old. 31 years old. And somebody thought that was the right thing to do. I can agree to disagree with people all day long. I've never thought I should go take their life for it.
Exactly.
Mm-mm. Shouldn't start talking about it. It just gets me irritated. Where'd Jenna go? Let's switch the subject.
She snuck out.
She struck out. She gone. She gone. April Jenny's up here. She's chasing a cricket. At least I hope it's a cricket.
Oh.
I hope it's a cricket. Mm. I think it's a cricket. It looks like a cricket. I don't know. There's a lot of spiders, so we're okay. You're not going to fit under that chair. Come on now. She's trying. Oh, God. Yeah, probably, Mom. See. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, it should have been removed. That was. Mm-mm-mm. I personally don't want to see anybody's life being taken. You know? It's just, whoever it is, whoever you are, I don't want to see it. I don't have to, I don't want to witness it. You know what I mean? That one I think, and it was asked too, it was like, oh, why is everybody all upset about this? What are you talking about? People have been upset about this crap for a long time. I'm just wondering because when George Floyd was killed, what happened there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused on this one. George Floyd lost his life. People burnt cities down, but yet it took this for people to get upset. No, I would say people were upset with that too. They just handled it differently.
Right.
Interesting. So I'm just a little perplexed. Why did they take this to get it all? Which they were like, oh well, he was a public figure. Even Charlie Kirk was. Well, George Floyd wasn't a public figure, and look how upset people got on that. So I'm kind of confused back and forth on that one. You know, really
Ridiculous.
confused. Yeah, and I look at it because he's 31 years old. He's right there between my oldest two, right smack dab in the middle of them, you know, age-wise.
Yeah.
And I just think I would be devastated if one of them expressed their opinion on something and lost their life because of it. Even if, I mean, I don't have to agree with it. I don't, you know, it just, interesting. And I think, like, for me, like I said, the thing that really, really irritates me with it all is that you see it time and time again. It's an ongoing thing where people take this little tidbit of something and they run with it. Not because they listened themselves, not because they looked into it and chose to get all the information, but because somebody else said something and passed it along. Y'all know, we see it all the time. Things get twisted, things get this and that, or they put a slant on it. I mean, you know, our own news people are doing it. They're doing it all over the place. People take something, they
Mhm.
run with it. And it's like, okay, but did you actually look into it yourself? And you know, and it was so many times it was, oh, there's race, you know, he's racist. He's this, he's this, you know. Okay. And he's even challenging me. He goes, show me where one time I've been racist. Show me one time where I've been this. And they can't do it. They have to spread on to something else. No, put it out. Put it out there. Do you think there's some racist stuff going on? Put it out there. What did he say? How was he so mean and hateful to people? Put it out there. Because apparently you weren't watching what everybody else was watching. That's the problem, you know. If you're not watching it, then you don't know. And I could say this with certainty because there was another person, somebody went and said, I don't watch him. I won't even listen to him. I said, how do you know what he's saying? I don't agree, blah,
Mhm.
blah, blah. You can't agree when you don't pay attention and you don't educate yourself. You cannot agree. You cannot disagree because you have not paid attention. You aren't listening to what is being said. You're not, you know, and that's the thing is you want to just close it off and you're going to say whatever you're going to say. It's just education is key. I'm telling you, education is key. Oh shoot, Genesis, do you want to hold a debate?
Oh
Not
Lord.
really. I don't think you want to debate me. Like I said, I'm too in my feels, and I would probably say some really not so nice things that I really shouldn't say. You know, because I don't feel so nice about the situation. I'm irritated with it. I really am. Just the lack of knowledge that people have and the twisting of shit and running with it is what gets me. That's what I have a hard time with. If you say something and it's true and you can back it up, then hey man, I got you. You know. But either way, this is just what this is what I'll say is that no one deserves to lose their life for something like that. You know, they just don't. Jenna, what are you doing?
Nothing. I thought we was up for debate tonight.
Oh, yeah, I was really trying not to because blah 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 blah.
Yep.
Same old. Like I said, I've been staying off of TikTok because of it. It's like, oh, I can't even flash through it because I know what's going to be on there. I'm not doing it. But you were here, you were gone. You're here, you're gone. What's going on?
I had a phone call.
Well, you've been on the call this whole time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do
Family issues.
tell. No, I'm just kidding. Don't tell. Don't tell on here. It's just between you and me and Charlie girl.
Prayers. Just
Everybody
need some
else
prayers,
close your
hunting.
ears.
Just some prayers, hunting. Some prayers. No, everything's
We
good.
just
Just need
pray.
a lot of prayers.
We praying. Oh man, oh man. Oh yeah, did you get your tat finished? You got your tat finished, didn't you?
Which one? I've got like
Which
PJ
yeah.
Wish wants to know. Did you get your tat finished? Are you?
I've
How many tats are you going around with that are not completed, Jenna?
no, I've done 3 in the last.
The one PJ knows about.
It was
Phoenix?
the one that your daughter was doing on your leg, I think.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. Yeah, that one's done.
That one's done. And then yeah, the other ones are done, right? I mean, are you going around
Yeah.
with incomplete tattoos?
No, I'm not got any. Yeah, no. Yeah. Well, I've got 2 in the last 2 weeks, PJ. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go. I was just saying last night I need to go get me one.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I went and got my nose pierced the other day, I was like, oh, I want a
Tattoo
tattoo.
time. Tattoo time. We need to get one to
Well,
say keeping it real. Keeping it real. We'll get
well,
that
I
on.
think
Mhm.
tomorrow will be a tattoo time for me. I already got my
Get
one picked out.
tattoo.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna run that one on me. The other one, my boy toy ran it for me. So
Your boy toy,
He does
baby.
tattoos? I didn't know he did tattoos.
oh yeah, he does good tattoos.
Alright, we need to see his work, see what he does. Yeah, I'll go over there and I'll make a trip out there and have him give me a tap. Tap you up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're gonna debate, right? Can we debate? Can we debate? Or do I need to do it on my panel?
I
Well,
wasn't
who's going to
I
debate
wasn't
with you?
trying.
Because I think we're all on the same page.
I think that I don't want to say some things, but I can do it. I mean, it's fine. I can wait till I do it on my channel. 'Cause
You say you want to say something.
I have some
You wanna
things, but
say-
the people. Some people are afraid to talk because they don't want no one to turn against them or get upset with them or leave them or whatever. Look, we all have voices. Every one of us have a voice, and we have a voice to use it. No one should be unalive for using their voice.
Amen,
And
sister.
I think more people need to speak up instead of hiding in the shadows. And I'm sorry, y'all can unfollow me now, but I will be speaking more about what I want to speak about. I'm not. Look. No, we shouldn't be afraid to talk.
I'll be back. I gotta go and follow. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my
I'm just
gosh.
kidding.
We should not be afraid to talk. I mean, people are going to dislike, and this whole world is so politicized right now. It's not about political. It's about human decency.
Yeah, that's what I said the other day. I said this is basically good versus evil.
Human
This is not about a political
decency
party.
is a thing of the past, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but they want to say
Man was
left and right.
31
And this,
years
that, and the other.
old.
It's not about left and right. It's
No,
about
it's about right
humanity.
and wrong.
No, it's not.
Mhm.
Everybody is making it political, and it's not political.
Mm. I don't think it is. When somebody loses their life, it's not. It's just good versus evil. But let's no. I just
And
don't.
it doesn't really matter if it's political or not. There's under no circumstances is it okay for somebody to lose their life.
No, it's not.
Mm-mm.
But everything is being politicized now. It's because you're a Republican. That's what happened to you. Oh, you're a Democrat. That's what happened to you. No, it shouldn't be like that. Everything in this
No.
world now is politicized.
It shouldn't be. It's sad. And the fact that you can't sit back and understand where somebody else is coming from doesn't mean you agree. And I think that's the other problem is that people are like, you don't agree with me, that I think this is horrible, blah, 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 that you're a hateful person, you're this, that, and the other. You want to throw names out there. It doesn't have anything to do with it. You just have to agree to disagree. And, one of the things that he used to always try and do is find commonality. Can we agree on this? And they'd say, and most of the time there was something they could agree on. And he always was like, good, we agree on that. We don't have to agree on anything else. We can agree on this. And trying to say, hey, trying to show people, look, you know what, we can agree on all kinds of things, but we can always find something we can agree And
This world
I
is
think
going
that's just,
crazy, and it's and it's
it's
really
sad.
crazy how bad it's getting right now, and it's only going to get worse. But I think people need to start using their voices. Anybody that's on here that's got a platform, use your voice. Just because you're a sub in a channel, you have a channel. That is your channel. Use it for your voice.
You know, you can do that. I mean, it's, you know, it's just sad. That'll be your next tattoo. Use your voice.
My next one is the Serenity Prayer.
Oh, I like that prayer.
Yeah.
That's a good one for right now too, isn't it? It's a real good one. God grant me the wisdom to change the things.
Except the things I cannot change.
Give me the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's a good one. It really is a good one. PJ, don't worry, I wasn't either. That's why I'll get quiet. She said I really wasn't blessed with tact, so there's that.
Tact?
Yeah, being tactful, you know, like, look, I'm right there with you, man. That's why I just get quiet. I'm like, okay, let me just shut up.
No, everybody should use their voice.
Yeah, I know, you can, you know.
You should not look. There's so many people in a lot of places, and I used to be the same way. I used to be scared to speak up, and I've told y'all this plenty of times. Prior to now, it's time to start talking, and it's come time to talk, and there needs to be more people to talk. Don't let someone, because they think they're gonna stop being your friends or unfollow you or whatever, don't let that silence you. We all have voices.
Well, you know, we've seen what little it takes to get people to do that. You know what I mean? Seriously, you know. So it's yeah. It doesn't take much for any of that to occur. You know, it's all right. So if you want, I mean, you might as well go ahead and say and do whatever it is you want to say and do.
Yeah.
Because honestly, those who don't want to listen or don't want to, I mean, you don't have to listen. You know, that's always the option, right? But there you go.
And there's some people that don't want to talk but feel the same way. And you know, I'm just saying, like, don't be scared to talk. You know, let your voices be heard. What's going on in the world today is not okay. It's not okay on either side of the political parties.
You know, the hatred needs to just stop. It really does. And you know, saying other people are full of hate because of this, or whatever. You know, that's it. Just I don't know. To me, it's just a hard one where people are like you not getting out of your own way to just stop and listen to the other side. It's not even political. This is just in life. You know, listen to what the other person has to say, where they're coming from, and you know, make a decision on that. But to really listen, to really understand and comprehend.
Right.
I got a feeling comprehension levels at an all-time low at this point.
I know a lot of people did not like Charlie Kirk, but if you listen to him, if you really listen to him, he did not judge no one. He told you his beliefs, but he would not judge no one.
No, he said that time and time again.
And when he said something, it was facts to what he was saying.
And he was a religious. He was a faithful person. He believed in God. He believed in the Bible. And he knew his Bible inside and out.
He sure did.
Very, very knowledgeable.
He sure did. He was very knowledgeable of the Bible.
Old Testament and New Testament.
In the Old Testament, like he was doing that debate with that guy, saying he was saying that the Old Testament isn't as important as the New Testament. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, God made the heaven and the earth.
Yeah, it's just frustrating.
It's just important as Revelation.
Yeah. Yeah, probably, Mom. Not pick and choose what parts you want to. Yeah, exactly. Let's just take this and we're going to run with this and spin it up and do this and do that. And it's like, come on now. That to me just shows your lack of education, your lack of knowledge, and closed-minded. That's really what that shows me, which is fine. I mean, you want to, let people know how closed-minded you are. Absolutely. But what I find really disturbing, and this has really bothered me for a while, because I'm willing to listen to anyone and what they have to say. If you're going to come level-headed, let's have a discussion, man. I absolutely love that, But, when you're just closed off, judgmental,
and not want to listen.
Yeah, that's bothersome to me. But what really irritates me is when I see people that want to be, they're pushing acceptance and understanding and for people to, see where they're coming from, but you're out there browbeating everyone else because you don't want to listen to them and be accepting of their place and where they're at and their thoughts. Oh, hey, Fuzzball.
Hey, Fuzzball. Most definitely. It's heartbreaking. What this world is coming to is heartbreaking. I'm telling you, right now is the time to pray for our country. Right now is the time to pray for our nation. I'm telling you, because it's bad and it's going to be worse.
Yeah, it's rough. It's a rough one, I'm telling you. Sad. To say I'm disappointed is light. We'll say that. Very disappointed. I do think that, I really think there's something wrong when anyone could watch that in real time, right? They could see that happen. And they say that, they laugh about it, that it was funny, that it was, deserving, that it was this and that. And I just find that so disturbing. And it has nothing to do with politics. I don't give a shit what side you were on. The fact that the human decency is out the fucking window. I do not understand for the life of me how anyone is so cold to that and to not understand how devastating that is to a whole family, to all the people who did love that person.
He had babies.
Yeah.
But he deserved to lose his life because of his opinion.
Mm-hmm. So I just don't understand how someone's, life being taken doesn't matter how, doesn't matter why. Like, somebody's life was taken, and you're making a mockery of that. To me, I've just sit there and go, you know what? That's just so much more about you than it does me. That's for damn sure. Because I just can never. You put everything else aside, just the fact somebody's life was taken, and you find that shit funny. And then I think, you know what? You want to sit here and argue your side, okay? You want to have people listen to you, and I'm just thinking you've just lost your cause completely. Who's going to listen to you now? Who is going to sit here and even give a shit about what you have to say when we see this is who you are? Because honestly, I really don't care. When you sit there and you laugh at something like that, you think it's funny, that it's a joke, whatever, deserving, da da da. I honestly, I don't want to hear anything that you have to say from this point on.
There's okay to disagree with him, but does it go as far as laughing because he got, unalived on live TV and
Yeah.
say he deserved it? But then everybody wants to be accepted. But no one accepts anybody's opinion because if they do, they get unalived.
If it doesn't align with theirs, yeah. Yeah, it was evil. It was wrong. Yeah, PJ Wish, I agree with you on that. Because their spirits are damaged and negative due to their lack of knowledge. And the lack of wanting to be knowledgeable. That's the thing that's really frustrating.
Yep.
And it's really sad because I find myself, and you know this, Jenna, you and Charlie Girl definitely know this. Because as soon as something comes out, somebody's put something out there, whether it's on YouTube, TikTok, whether it's even on the news, right? What do I always say? Well, is that true? Yeah, I don't believe it. I've got to look into it more. I don't believe anything until I've looked into it more, dug in, and really seen what's the entirety of this, Because so much is put out that is not true, that somebody has put out, and it's, it's the power of social media, right? Social media is this wonderful thing, but it's also a horrible thing at the same time. Because somebody puts something out, everybody starts running with it, and next thing you know, it's the gospel. It's the truth. When, in fact, it's not.
No.
At all. Like, okay, here you go. Stephen King put out that Charlie Kirk said that gays should be stoned. Charlie Kirk never said that, ever.
You did.
And guess who had to go and retract and make an apology the next day when he got called out on it? Old Stephen King himself. No, he never said that.
No.
But that's how quick, So that's why I said I don't believe any of this shit. You have to show me the proof. I'm going to dig into it, find it, before I sit there and believe it. But so many people can't do that. They don't want to do it. They hear something somebody says, and then they make up their mind, oh, that person's horrible, blah, 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 blah. Wow, guys. Do you know how many, every single one of us out there could have something said about us, and one person say it, and everybody else believe it, right? And you're basically blackballed. We'll say it like that, I guess, as a social media platform, so to speak. All of a sudden, you end up with those titles because of something somebody else said about you that wasn't true.
Right.
Or they just took something, but they didn't tell the whole story, right? See that happen a lot, too. So at any point in time, it could be any of us that are subjected to that. And ask any of these YouTubers out there, it happens all the time. Creators hear it all the time. Somebody says something about them, and what happens? You immediately have to defend yourself, right?
Right. Sleep well, Fuzzball Factory.
Yeah, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that's why I was like, Jenny, you don't want me to talk about this because I'm irritated and disappointed.
It needs to be talked about. People. I'm gonna shut up. I'm on your channel. I'm gonna shut up. I ain't trying to get you saying blackballed over here now, honey.
Girl, look, I'm always the one out there getting blackballed because I don't think something. Yeah, you could be out there getting blackballed and don't even know it. Probably am.
I don't care about being blackballed. Forget it. But I do have a voice. Everybody has a voice. I just don't get it. It doesn't matter what you believe in, what nationality, what ethnicity, what gender, what anything.
Well, at this point, for me, that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking about human decency.
That's what I'm talking about as well. It doesn't matter. All that stuff doesn't matter.
No, and it's just who you are as a person. And for me, when I see that's who you are as a person, I'm checking out. I'm checking out. I cannot sit here and have any. I cannot do it, y'all. I don't think anything's funny. I don't think anything's funny about any of the deaths that we've seen. Any of them. I don't think that any of it was deserving. I don't think that any of it was.
Just like those Democrats, the Democratic Party, they that got unalived. There's 3 in that same town. Do you remember that? That wasn't right. All
No,
this
none
stuff
of it's right.
is not right.
You hear me saying, "Oh, they deserved it, had it coming"? No, absolutely not. So I guess you know what the question that was asked to me is, why did it take this? I don't know. Why was it this assassination that people are sitting here laughing, what thinking that it was deserved and da da da. This is the kind of evil. It's just good and evil. That's all we're looking at this point. Good and evil, and it's nastiness, vile, disgusting bullshit for anyone to sit here and think that that's okay. Well, you know they had it coming. What the fuck? We'll remember that when something happens directly to those, those people out there saying the shit. Let it happen to one of their family members.
Yeah.
Let's see how they feel. And then we're going to look to you and say, you know what? They had it coming, man. They deserved it. And laugh in their face. I could never do that. I could never do that, though. I mean, that's just like, okay, you go to the funeral and sit there and laugh in the family's face when they're grieving. Wow.
I'm just
Wow.
vigilant because something's coming. Something big is coming.
Oh, and to compare him to Hitler? I'm sorry, y'all. Absolutely not. And like they said, oh, he's fascist. No, he's not. You obviously, it shows your lack of knowledge and your lack of understanding anything, whatever. But what was done to him was extremely fascist.
You're exactly
So,
right.
let's let that sink in, Let that sink in.
A person
Oh,
will believe in their beliefs. That's not being a fascist.
No, he wasn't. They have him painted as being hateful and a racist. What I find absolutely entertaining, and this is what, okay, when something was said to me yesterday, yeah, I was very appalled. I just was like, what, and they're like, well, he's racist. And I said, really? I said, you know who his best friend was? They looked at me and they're like, no. Oh, really? You go find out who his best friends were. He had 2 of them. You go, and I'll tell you the one that was one of his best friends that he did so much with. And you fucking come again and tell me he's racist.
He wasn't racist. No.
So
not racist at all.
you go do your research and you tell me, okay? Because they didn't know. They didn't know who it was. I go, really? Well, that's interesting. Yeah, probably, Mom. Exactly. You could never do it. I couldn't either. That's what I'm saying. She's like, I was about to say I could never do that. I could never do it. But I'm just saying, if the shoe was on the other foot, how would you feel? Like all these people doing that shit. How would you feel? But sad. It really is sad that that's what it's come down to. Yeah. Well, Jenny, you want to end this and go live on your channel?
Do I want to end this? No, I don't want to end this. I'm chilling. I got like 40 something minutes. I gotta sleep. I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta go to work, honey.
Not till tomorrow night. You gotta wake up. You gotta be awake though.
That's what I gotta do tomorrow morning. I gotta go. You want me to go rogue on my channel about all this mess, don't you?
That's what you sitting there saying you want to do.
You hear her, Charlie girl. She knows I got a lot to say.
Uh-huh.
I want to do it.
Come from work.
I want to make sure I do it in the right mind frame because right now my mind is not in the right mind frame to even talk about it like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I am angry over the situation. I am angry about people who think that it's okay because they don't believe in the things they believe in that they can go out and hurt
Mhm.
somebody like that and not think that that's okay because he don't believe in what we believe in, or he's making fun of us. No, he actually didn't.
Mm. Yeah, it's sad. PJ said a few towns over, a police officer came home from work, had to call his own 911 because he came home and his wife was unalive in this. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord have mercy.
Oh
That's
my
terrible.
word.
See, there's horrendous things happening everywhere.
Don't forget about the Epstein list. I'm just saying now.
Oh
You
yeah.
ain't heard about that one in a minute, have you?
Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Mhm. Don't look over here. Look over there.
Mhm.
Yep. What's that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie girl. What's that?
I knew it. I knew it. She's gonna say something because that's what happens.
Uh-huh.
This is political theater. This is
You
theater.
always know something is coming when they're trying to deflect.
Mhm. Seems like it, don't it? That's sad.
Right now, I'm not on no political party. Dang it. I do have conservative values.
Yeah, but this ain't nothing. To me, it's like you just completely took that off the shelf here. That's not even a discussion at this point.
No.
The discussion is getting back to human decency and valuing life. When
That's
you
it.
no longer value life, no matter whose life it is, whether you know them or not, and you don't, that's an issue for me. Like, to me, that's really bothersome. Oh, she said she already saw it with who was connected and who and what companies, etc. See, PJ? Telling
Ain't
you, it
no.
just,
Let me shut up. Get you banned from this
it's,
interweb.
it's, just, mm, I don't know. To me, it's just very basic at this point. Very basic. Humanity is out the freaking window.
Yeah, it is.
And I won't say everybody, because there are a lot of really good people out there. There are a lot of people who are like, look, I've seen this too, and this is the thing that they got to understand. I'm like, oh, you got people over that were supportive of you. Let's take it to the political part or the left versus right, whatever, conservative, liberal. You got people that were on the liberal ship with you the whole way. They were on that ship. And guess what? They're jumping ship. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're jumping ship and they're like, look, man, I used to be for this, but y'all are doing this and I can't with this anymore. And I'm like, holy crap, that says a lot. This is what you're doing when you're wanting support. That's not how you get support. You're losing your support. You're going to lose more and more people because they're seeing, whoa, whoa, whoa. You talk about extreme. You're being extreme right now. Thinking of life. Your bullshit, their bullshit is more important than the life. There's people jumping ship. Good luck with trying to continue to get your point across.
I really don't even care about political no more. This really isn't even about political thing. It's about life. The United States of America is not united no more. It's divided.
Oh, it most certainly is. But here's the thing: if you look back, okay, you look back at people who were assassinated. Okay, how did it end? Ultimately, how did it end? It did not end well for the side, quote unquote, side who did it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
They lost their cause. They lost their cause. Now, I'm not saying that they shouldn't have lost their cause. I'm just saying it's funny. Again, lack of education. Are you serious, guys? Like, look back through history of who was assassinated and how the political climate, quote unquote, was at that time. Tell me how it affected the political climate once the assassination occurred. Go back through history and look. Then come and tell me. I already know the answer. But I guess it's something we don't want to talk about or think about, right?
No,
You
they
don't get your point. No, you don't get your point driven across. You're doing the opposite of what your intention originally was. So, like, you do that, and it's like, oh, you lose. You lose. Just look back at history. I mean, history explains it. See, that's why history classes are so important. You know that, right? Because they say history repeats itself. And it does at a certain level. You can understand how it repeats itself, then you understand that.
Well,
You
yeah, it's about to repeat itself now.
stay in school,
It's
folks.
been repeating itself, but it's getting bad.
Stay in school. You know? Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that's true. It only takes a moment to change the heart. That's true, PJ.
There's just so much
Yeah,
hate in this world. So much hate for people.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen videos of where people are saying empathy is not a good thing to have. I've seen where they were laughing at him for being unalived. It's not good to have empathy. That is not okay. Does anybody see that is not okay?
You should show some compassion. But, you don't have to have it. You don't have to have decency. Tell me how well it works out for you. You know what I mean? How well is that working out for you?
You're exactly right, PJ. Mass programming, been major programming. And I hate to say it, we've all been programmed. We have been programmed since birth. It takes a long time to unprogram yourself.
But look at it like that. Here's a little history. A little history lesson, right? Think about it. Think about it. I'll go back through and revisit it because it's been a little while since I visited it. But, women's right to vote, right? Women's rights to vote. They did a lot of picketing. The signs out there, right? They weren't violent with it, but violence sure did go at them. They got locked up, beaten, because stood up saying women should have the right to vote. It was not a pretty time for women if you were a female. It was not a pretty time at all. But yet, how did that turn out? They weren't the one doing the violence. They had it done to them. But guess what? We got the right to vote.
Just like the abolishment of slavery.
Abolishment of slavery. The slaves weren't violent. Quite the opposite. How did that turn out? It's just history, going back through history, the violence never helped their cause. It didn't help them win anything. Hitler didn't win.
Yeah,
Hitler did not win. He was wanting mass killing spree.
And then you
because
look
of
at
the way
Native Americans. They get pushed out of their land, pushed on the reservations. People don't care
that's
about
another
them.
whole story. That's another whole story right there. Another whole story right there.
Nobody cared about them. Children were taken, forced to speak another language they did not know, forced to change their names to American names, forced to believe in things they did not want to believe in because that's not what their beliefs were. And where are they at? They're still living on reservations. Some of them are
Yeah.
living at large.
And, true to form, though, it's downplayed in the history books.
Yeah, it is.
In school.
It really is.
Downplayed. Because you can't make America look that bad, right? You can't make our ancestors look horrible for that, right? But, and it's so funny how everybody wants to, we always do, right? You refer to Hitler because why? That was so, so taught, so heavily covered. But yet, that wasn't the worst genocide ever that's happened in the history of the world. Absolutely not. The worst genocide was right here on our own land.
Sure was.
But we don't want to talk about that, right?
No. Women and children come up missing every single day. Nobody goes out and helps them look for the kids. Nobody will even help, even cover their children.
It's the world we live in, It's sad. It's really sad. I just, Oh, no. Now, why is Charlie Grill over there muted now? What's going on?
Because I'm up here running my mouth. I'm muting for a moment. Actually, I'm going to give me some coffee and some water. So I'll be back.
Coffee?
I'm brushing my
Hey.
teeth. I'll be right back.
Your water is in your coffee, so you got it covered with the coffee. I'm just saying.
No, I have water and coffee beside each other.
I do. I make my coffee with water. Absolutely. Soda's never really worked out too well with that. But, not that I've ever tried it. I'm just thinking the thought of it. I don't think it would turn out too good. Could you imagine jumping into some Coke or Pepsi in your Keurig and trying to brew up a cup of coffee? Oh God. Oh, I bet it'd be awful. Oh. I don't know. Laverne Shirley used to put milk in their Coke, remember? And Pepsi put milk in it. Ugh. Problem mom. Thank goodness we don't have their problems. Yeah, exactly, PJ. I do not. Nope. I don't want to have that issue. Not at all. I think, y'all, if there ever comes a day that I laugh about somebody losing their life or saying that they had it coming, they deserve that. Y'all better check me in somewhere because something's happened. Something going haywire. Check me in somewhere. Do something for me because I'm gonna need some help.
I'm sorry, I was brushing my teeth.
Oh, you brushing your teeth. Man. You gotta brush them chompers, take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep.
Do what you gotta do. Yeah, it's just sad. Sad time right now, I tell you.
It is.
But, we'll get through this just like we have every other time. History repeats itself, right?
Yep.
That's a...
Then there'll be something else, and we'll get over that too, and it'll be a cycle, like it always has been.
I think the sad part about it is every time there's a quote-unquote cycle like this or whatever, more and more, your eyes are open more and more. I've always tried to be, there's good in everyone, kind of attitude of, I always try to see the good in someone, not the worst parts of them. We all have those bad parts. We all have those, rough thoughts and whatever, right? Like, you always, hey, You know, somebody's having a bad time in their life, they're having a bad day, whatever, you know. See past that, see who they are as a person. To me, this is showing exactly who someone is as a person, and I'm like, whoa, this is a little bit much here. I'm having a really hard time seeing past that and really thinking there's still good in there. Because for me, at this point, I feel like when I see people doing that, there's nothing good left here. There isn't anything good at all right now. You're so consumed in hate that this is what you've reduced yourself to. And I think it's a really sad moment when you see that. For me, it is.
Yep.
Yeah, PJ Wish. Some are just bad folks. Absolutely. Sad. It really is. I know. I just. I need to read my Sister Wives book and just get lost in that. Get lost in something else, because the other stuff is just like, okay, this is too much. This is just overload right here, you know. It's like, oh my goodness, you know. Usually you click on TikTok to get lost and just get, you know, escape the world for a moment or whatever, you know. Now, no, not today, not today. We'll have to open a book and get lost. Try to, you know. Can't even. It's a sad day when you can't even get on TikTok and get lost from the reality world. Oh Lord. Thanks, TikTok. Thanks a lot. Try to get on there and just show me a bunch of shit that you're selling. You know, just something monotonous and you know. So
That's where my daughter says she's seen it from, was TikTok.
oh, really?
So she what?
That's where she's seen all this from, was TikTok.
Mm,
And then the girl
yeah.
in the boats, that was on TikTok too. They didn't edit out nothing at all.
Mm.
It
That
just,
that poor baby. Poor baby. 23 years old, y'all. 23 years old. What the? See, and that's just another thing, y'all. We really need to. We need to take this down to basic. Mental health is an issue. Mental health is a major issue.
Yep.
I'm sorry, it's not. Nope, y'all. These people need help. We need to get on the mental health train. You know, we need to have it more accessible for people. Obviously, we need to have people more aware that hey, this person is in a mental decline. We need to get them some assistance. You know.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, anyone who can hold a gun and shoot a person, when you're not on a battlefield, and there are people who have problems doing that on a battlefield. Okay, but outside of wartime, you know, which I have my own opinions on all that, but outside of wartime, anyone who can walk through daily life as a civilian, and you take a gun and you take someone else's life, and that is not out of protection, you're not defending yourself or someone else. I think that there is definitely a mental issue there. There is some kind of mental health issue going on. And I will stand on that all day. I don't care what anybody says.
Or just
In my
evil.
opinion.
Or just plain evilness.
Well, I still think that's a mental health issue. I do.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think anybody in their right mind, quote unquote, can take someone else's life and feel okay about it. Even people who are defending themselves and they've had to take someone else's life have to seek help. A lot of times they don't just. We have a lot of soldiers out there who are having to get help because they were in wartime and they had to take someone else's life, even though it was quote unquote the enemy at the time. You know, it's not an easy thing to do, even in war. So if you can do that, just walking through life every day, you need some help.
Yeah.
Mental health is a very serious issue, and I've said that for a while. And I know I've actually had people not agree, you know, and I'm like, I don't, whatever. I'm sorry. If you are in a mental state where you can take someone's life and think that you're justified, you have issues. You do need some help. Because if I ever got to that point, y'all better be getting me some help. You hear me?
Right? Me too.
Mm-mm-mm. He was out on 14 cashless bonds. Who was out, LTT? What are you talking? What?
The guy on the guy that done the girl on the neck on the bus said who's talking about.
No. Are you serious? No.
What is that 14 cashless bonds? What does that mean?
Or property bonds or stuff like that.
He got out. They posted. He got bond. They let him out.
Somebody put up property bond probably.
For hold on. For the
I don't know.
girl that he killed on the bus.
Trains. When
How do you get bonds? I thought it was a bus. Was it the
Okay.
train?
I think it was a bus.
Okay.
I thought it was a bus.
I don't know.
I don't even care if it was train. I don't care. Train, bus,
Right.
car, sidewalk. He got out.
He didn't get out after he done this, no, but he was probably that's what he was out.
Oh. He was out for other previous crimes. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But he's not out now, LTT. The way I took that was that he had posted bond after taking her life.
I don't think he posted on after taking her life the way he done it, and anybody taking her life like that, that was oh my word.
No, it's ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. There's something good. That, I'm telling you, mental health is a serious issue.
So he had mental health
They
issues.
knew he was
too.
homeless and mental health issues too.
Hmm.
Yeah, he shouldn't be. Definitely shouldn't be out now.
No.
And you knew he had mental health issues, and so this young lady's lost her life. See, I'm telling you that. Look, I'm just saying, mental health really does need to be at the top and foremost. It's unbelievable. But with the situation the way it is right now, we see who's got the mental health problems. We see it pretty loud and clear, in my opinion. And Maple Jane agrees.
Yeah, she always agrees with us. She knows better.
That's right. She knows. She knows. I agree with you, Mom. I'm not going to disagree with you. You give me my food every day. Oh, off topic. Completely off topic. But for some reason, that food comment made me think of this. PG's live last night, where you bounced out and I went and listened to it on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to me, because I usually don't. Kudos to me. She did throw out there that she's thinking about letting somebody know, because she doesn't think Ziggy feeds her daughter.
No.
Yeah, she went all into detail about it. I said, oh my God.
Well, her daughter's almost an adult,
Yeah,
so
he was. Yeah, well, there was more to it, but if I believe right, he just got out not long before he did that. Probably LTT. I mean, if PJ was saying, go on about my business, I can't worry. Yeah. All we can do is just live our lives of best that we can, that we feel is the best way. You know, will it just affect how I interact with people on a daily? Absolutely not. I am not going to change who I am because some of the people in this world want to go winky wonky all over the place. You know, y'all go ahead. You do crazy, y'all on you. You do you, boo. You do your crazy. Keep it over there with you. Oh, okay, LTT. I'll check it out. Yeah, she's a pretty girl. Unbelievable. Think about that. And Benny Keith. Oh, where has he been? Benny Keys was on confinement. He was
Somebody
on
needs to,
internet confinement. He wasn't allowed.
somebody needs to post their milestones, so you know
Their what?
their milestone
Po-
membership milestone.
oh no, we can still play it.
I know. I just was trying to be funny.
He was no. I don't think he was in jail, but he was like on a probation thing where they told him because of stalking issues that he wasn't allowed to be on the internet. But apparently his time is up, and he's back. He is back on track and he's trying to stay out of the drama. But here's a little tidbit.
Oh, I have only one band guest, and it's Purple Phoenix, whoever that is.
That's funny though. Jenna had just gone in and said hello, and he said, "Hi, Miss Jenna." He knows Jenna. Don't know Purple Phoenix. Look at that. That's funny. It was just funny. Whoever that is. What did you do to get banned at Benny's? The hell?
Right.
That's bad. That is horrible. Who the heck? There's a famous artist going around cities and painting memorials up around wall. Oh, that is so cool. Hopefully it makes it out here. That's a beautiful thing to do. Just it was rough, man. I tell you what. Then of course y'all heard about that guy in Dallas Hotel? The guy went in there, his head off. Seems horrible. What's going on?
Where'd she go this time?
I don't know. Maybe she's going on her channel and starting up a live so she can vent.
She
Because you know she wants to vent. She get bad. Yeah, but Benny Keys is back. He is back, and last night he had Ernie and Tiffany Marie on there. I got to tell you, that rap song got her ass banned. Ooh, it did that, didn't it? Look, they were up there being like legit, talking about Candace's live. They were reviewing her live, and it was actually pretty. I mean, it was pretty cool. And I was like, man, if y'all could have been like this all the time, it'd have been awesome. But then they wouldn't have the kind of followers that they have.
Yeah.
Because at one point there was almost 1,000 people watching. Crazy.
Yep.
I was like, oh my goodness. But they actually were up there reviewing it, going over it like almost professional. Like, what the heck? I was waiting for him to say something looking ass, but he never did. So, yeah, and they were actually up there behaving.
He said, I don't get tired, baby.
What was that call that she did on Buddy? The roast is what it was supposed to be. You know, it was a real page turner.
I missed that.
You know what she did to Buddy when she did that roast to Buddy?
Yeah, I'm saying
And
I never saw the roast.
yeah, it wasn't really a roast. She did that, and you know, it was a page turner because she was always. You heard the pages turning. Yeah, it wasn't even a book. You could tell it was some, like cheap spiral notebook paper.
It was a leaflet.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. But you literally did a roast, and we use that term loosely because I'm not really sure how that was a roast. Looking ass, looking at. I would say looking ass after everything I say, and that means I roasted somebody. But I'm going to make sure that I keep saying the same things over and over again and just adding a few different words here and there. And I'll make sure that when I'm reading what I wrote down that all these other people told me, I'll make sure not to use punctuation and just do like run-on sentences with it and then forget to stop and go on to the next looking ass comment, Yeah. Yeah, because that worked out really well. Looking ass. Oh, Lord have mercy. What is wrong with people? I don't know. There's not very many people who could do a good roast. At least, you know what? At least there's that. At least you made it to the list.
Right.
You know? That is one list that she made. What list is that, you say? Oh, I'll tell you. The one who's incapable of doing a roast. That list. That'd be the one. Oh, Lordy. Okay, well, Jenna completely dropped down.
Yeah, she been gone.
Oh. Well, she ain't coming back. I don't know what she's doing. Uh-oh. Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, yeah, it could. Most epic fail. Amityville, BJ's house. It might, It just might. I don't know. They got that whole thing over there is crazy. I can't even keep up, y'all. It's too much. They talk about all that stuff over there. I'm like, oh my gosh. Ooh, the whole BJ and who is she going at it with? Is BJ a clue and who else?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't remember. I'm like, oh my gosh, too much. What do I say? It's all the same, just names have changed. You know? And over there, CPS. And what's up with everybody dozing off?
Right.
You're not alone. There's a bunch of dozers out there. A bunch of people dozing off all the time.
Who was up 3 days awake? 3 nights awake. PJ put it in here.
3 days awake, Spirit's keeping her up. Probably BJ.
I don't even know who that is.
Brittany J. One of those channels out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could insert. There's a few names you could insert there and it would still be the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take your pick. Who would you want it to be?
Right.
Yeah. I have no idea. Hopefully it's not with the Annabelle doll. Oh, that'd be a bad spirit to have visiting you, huh? According
Nope.
to.
Ain't doing that.
Nope. Not doing that. Annabelle, stay in your own lane.
That's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know. Jenna says she got to get up in the morning. She gonna be hurting when she had to go to work tomorrow night. That's what's gonna happen. You better wake
She
it.
don't,
Look,
she don't go to work until the afternoon.
I know, but she says she got other stuff she got to get up and go do.
We'll see if that happens.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe that. You know, if you working nights, you can't be doing that.
Shouldn't have that much to do.
That's what I'm gonna tell her to. You tell her.
You didn't get your shit done on the weekend, girl.
Mm-hmm. Or just don't get it done. Don't worry about it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? You know what I mean? You'd still be there waiting for you to get it done later.
Yeah.
That's all. And that's the funny thing about that. The shit I gotta do never goes away.
Right.
Still waiting for me to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. Mm-mm-mm. All right, you ready to end this? Because
Yes,
I gotta
ma'am.
get in. I got bookshelves and stuff to move. Gotta, which don't have books on it, but still.
Right. All right, everybody have a good week.
All right, yep. Tomorrow's Monday. All right, love you.
Good
All
night.
right, guys, thank you for joining us tonight. It went a little wonky. I wasn't going to talk about the Charlie Kirk situation, but, you know, we did. So, anyways, y'all have a great week. Hopefully this week is full of wonderful things for everyone. If y'all could just keep, you know, Jane's addiction in your prayers. And I know Jenna's going to need some prayers too for family situation she's got going on. Anybody else who needs them, guys, just keep them in your thoughts and prayers and all that good stuff. So y'all have a great, great night, and we will chat with y'all later. Bye.
Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me, you can't lock me down. I will not lay down my arms. Ready to be covered in scars. Cause I will always be a warrior. Late nights, get lost, hard work, the cost, can't quit, can't stop, this world all cut off, don't have time to waste, not now, need to find a way to get out, cause I'm gone, in deep, get lost in the weeds. You know it's all about the conquest, what's next? You gotta put the work in like you're obsessed. Think about what you want, what's your future? What kind of person would it take to seduce her? So what's next? Be obsessed with winning and your success. Make progress, this life is never promised. So feel blessed, live life, don't be too cautious. Trust the process.
In too deep, I'll never quit. I wanna see this through, yeah, I'm all in. And I will hold my head up high. Got what it takes to fight and survive.
Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me, you can't lock me down. I will not lay down my arms. Ready to be covered in scars. Cause I will always be a warrior.